In this video, we're going to learn how to hook up our passenger dashboard that we've created, all of our module, all of our container and stateless components into our application routes. So the first thing that we want to do is open up our dashboard module, so passenger dashboard.module.ts. Now, because we need to use the router module here, we need to also import it again. So every module that you have needs to import the right module. So here we'll do import and then router module and then from @Angular/router. Now this is the difference between the root module. So if I open up the app module, you can see that we have our root declarations here and we're using this .forRoot. Now because this is a feature module or otherwise known as a child module, what we actually need to do is something different. So you can see here when I type F, we have forRoot or forChild. So in fact, we need to create a forChild. Again, we're just going to pass in a root configuration. So we'll copy the roots. Now above here is where I like to do these. So we'll do const roots and it's going to be of type roots, which is going to be an array of our root configurations. So as before, we're going to import the roots from the router module. So we'll just jump up and copy that in. So inside of here to actually create this, what we'll do is an object. Now it's going to have a path of passengers. So when we hit /passengers in the URL, such as this is the component that we want to load. So the first component that we created was in fact this passenger dashboard component. So what we're going to do first is say that component that we want to route to is going to be our passenger dashboard component. So this constant obviously then gets passed to our routes. Now, because we're using routing, we don't actually need to use this exports because we're not actually defining the particular elements. So we're not actually doing something like passenger and then dashboard inside the other modules. So we don't actually need to export them. However, they get exported and merged in with these routing definitions. So everything gets pulled in to the root module, which is why these are called forChild. So let's go ahead and save this out and go back to the browser. So we don't have any navigation. However, we should be able to go to /passengers. Once we're at /passengers, you can see our list of passengers. We can then click on 404, we can then go home. So what we're going to do is go and add passengers to our navigation and then finish off this video. So what we can do is go into our app component. Now because we're dynamically generating these, we can simply copy one of these and paste it in. Now I'm going to just change this one to passengers and then we're going to say /passengers. So let's go back and check it out in the browser. So you can see we have our button, we can click it and it renders all of our passengers. We get the / in the URL. We can click on 404 as per usual. So now we have implemented our navigation in the parent. What we can do is just close this off. Now, in the next video, we're going to actually want to render out each individual passenger when we click on them. So we're going to implement this because we've already created this passenger viewer and we're going to actually hook it up. So when we click on a passenger, we actually go to that particular passenger.